Good day, everybody. Welcome to Canadian music in the 80s and 90s and more, eh? I hope you like what you see. If you do, please subscribe and say you like it. Um, I have a special interview today. I have Darcy Ataman. I hope I pronounced that right. Um, we're here to talk about an event coming up on November the 14th um, through Make Music Matter. Um, First of all, before we talk about Make Music Matter, what does Make Music Matter?
Make Music Matter is an international NGO that primarily works in war-torn areas, but now also in Canada Indigenous populations, healing trauma and promoting positive mental health through our Healing and Harmony music therapy program.
And how long has the organization been functioning?
Well, a long time, but I would say, this show coming up as well notes kind of our 10-year anniversary
Okay.
on properly launching and doing Healing and Harmony sort of in its the way it should be done. So we're coming up on 10 years just now.
Wow, this is a big event for 10 years. Um,
Mhm.
um, Talk about the event. It's is it Live Loud or Live Loud?
Live Loud Live.
Oh, Live Loud Live. Okay. It's a pretty big lineup for a show. And you're partnered with Matthew Perry House. That's correct?
Correct. Yeah, it's quite the little tale if you want to hear
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
about it. And because we're open about especially make music matter and trauma and mental health. And it was actually sometime last winter. And I'd recently gone back from what I call the field, so a trip to Eastern Congo, which was, successful but very difficult, and I almost didn't make it back. So I was in a not great headspace myself, and I got an email through just a colleague slash friend um, saying, "Hey, my friend, Caitlin needs some help. She's doing a little event, and the artist dropped, couldn't make it last moment. Can you help?" And again, I admit at that time my headspace was not good either. So I just paid it forward. That's what, I didn't think about it, I just paid it forward. And Caitlin and I, who is Matthew Perry's sister and has started Matthew Perry House, we just started corresponding and emailing, for weeks. And it finally dawned on me, like maybe I should just Google who I've been talking to. Like I honestly had no idea whatsoever. We've been getting along great, so I thought I should look this up, and it turned out that's who it was. And we quickly decided, because we were both thinking about doing events in Toronto in the fall, that let's combine forces. She will bring the celebrity contingency, I'll bring the artists that have supported Make Music Matter.
Right.
Let's do an amazing show in a beautiful venue, raise some funds for our work.
Wow, what a great what a great collaboration.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, when I read who your hosts are going to be, Hank Azaria, if I don't think anyone out there doesn't know who Hank Azaria is. Like, just, I mean, I don't think who hasn't watched The Simpsons in the last 30
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
and heard his voice. Um, I mean,
I
personally, he was in my favorite movie of all time, Grosse Point Blank.
That's a good one.
Um,
Yeah.
and then Matthew Perry's sister, what a great Caitlin Morrison, what a great combination to host this event.
Mhm.
Um, you're also going to have Tom Power there as well, from what I've heard, and Tara Sloan.
Yeah, actually, the hosts are Tara Sloan and Tom Power, and Hank's actually the headliner musical guest.
Okay,
So he does Bruce Springsteen covers
okay,
as Bruce, and he loves doing it. So he's coming up to sort of headline the night, and I put together what I think is an incredible backing band for him.
okay.
So we have Hank Azaria, of course, being Bruce leading the charge. Sekou from Big Wreck on drums,
Oh wow,
Ian Dasa guitar, Billy Talent, Dave Brown sound Sum 41 guitar, Cone from Sum 41 on bass, Hilcourt Kudus on organ, Royal Wood piano, Dennis from the Arkells on sax, and Dallas from City and Color is going to jump on and do a verse with Hank on one of the songs. So it's a really amazing band that's put together for this.
is there like an actual set list they're putting together, or are they just going to kind of just do whatever, get up there, and you don't know what they're going to do?
Yeah, they're doing three songs. So we have so many artists, each are doing two to three.
Right,
And with Hank as Bruce, he's going to do Darkness on the Edge of Town because it's fitting to the night.
right,
Ghosts because it was one of his and Matthew's favorites. And then I wanted honestly him to end on Born to Run because it's such a joyful defiance and let's leave people feeling
right.
inspired and energetic as they go.
What a great choice of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what a, so, I mean, that alone would be worth going to. Um, Tell me who else have you got coming? Who else have
Yeah,
you got lined up?
as a music fan to this day myself, it is a dream. And as a side note, I admit I literally still watch The Simpsons to this day. Like I still
Yeah.
watch the new episodes. I have no problem saying that. So I'm thrilled to be able to meet and hang out with the guy for a few days. But we're in terms of the lineup, we have Royal Wood. It's going to
Hmm.
start. Then Kevin from Moist with Davenant Doyle and Kim Stockwood.
Oh
And,
wow.
and then Broken Social Scene, the Sky Diggers, Serena Ryder, Billy Talent, and then was a Sitting Color, Billy Talent, and then Hank ending with that iconic supergroup.
Wow, what an evening that's going to be.
Yeah.
And where can people get tickets for this?
You just go to the Royal Conservatory website
Hmm.
and just click in November 14th to other performers and you'll see it. Or find the Make Music Matter Instagram or Facebook or Matthew Perry House Instagram or Facebook and you'll get links to the tickets.
I'll put links in the description of this video if anyone's watching. Please feel free to click on those as well. Um, how long has this been taking to put together? Like, I mean, you've been talking about it for a while, but what was it like logistically to get this all put together?
Yeah, not to, these are events like this are kind of like onions. You kind of start peeling the layers and all of a
Right.
sudden realize like, oh shoot, there's this other layer we have to deal with. But not too bad. We started, I would say sometime in the spring casually, and then it's
Hmm.
been ramping up. And the beautiful thing about it, keep in mind all these artists are playing for free. They're
Wow.
just giving
Yeah.
they're giving their time because it is a fundraiser for our work. And the vibe has been so incredible. Like no one is doing it begrudgingly. Everybody is proactively keep asking, what else can we do? Can we play an extra song? Can I bring someone else? It's been really kind of a wonderful experience and snowballed very quickly. Like to put together, like all the artists jumped on. It honestly doesn't take much effort at all.
Wow. That it's great when you've got participation from artists like the ones that you're putting together and just wow. I mean, I was totally blown away when I read about it and I'm like, what a great cause too.
Thank
Like
you.
it's great to see that there's people out there supporting causes like that. Because it really is something that for a long time didn't get the attention it deserved, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree. And our mental health is intrinsically related to our physical health as well. They're just
Yeah,
one and the same. And I'm glad people are talking about it more. It's in the public consciousness more. But there's still it's getting better, but there's still a stigma I've noticed that
right.
needs to be addressed.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And I don't know whether I mean, is it good that these people are seeing that and seeing that something should be is raising the awareness is the big part out of it? Is there more to do?
Well, there's always, the gap between what is and what should be will never quite close in the world. Sadly, there will always be something to address. But I think, in particular, with these artists leading by example, it's going to go a long way. What I've noticed in this work and Make Music Matter has been dealing with severe trauma now again for 10 years in hotspots all over the world is our program might go very well, but the people administering it or the leaders, then there's a separation of, well, I don't want to admit I also sometimes struggle with mental health. So the fact that these iconic artists as leaders, to their fans and their communities are again standing up and saying, hey, we're playing this for free because I need help as well. Sometimes music has saved my life. I think it's going to go a very long way.
Is this something you might be able to do like once a year or would like to do once a year?
Yes, that's exactly it. This is the inaugural, and we're planning on an annual Live Light Loud show every year in Toronto and kind of grow it over time.
In terms of growing, would it be something you might do in, say, another city?
Yes, that's one of the I mean, we're just in the idea stage on this, but is one of the ideas that we're talking about is trying to, turn it into a bit of a tour, so to speak.
I will suggest Charlottetown, where I am right now. That might be a really good place to do it because it really is an issue here as well.
I believe it.
More
Yeah.
than you'd think, more than you'd think. Like people wouldn't think that, the Maritimes are such a nice place, but they've got their issues here as well. But I guess it's like that all across the country or and all over the world.
Yeah, and it's the state of the world that we live in, quite honestly, as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of great artists out there that I'm sure will help with it. Is it also something you'd be working with Matthew Perryhouse as well over the years, like to do that?
Yes, that is the plan and intention. So, I mean, not to speak for her, but Matthew Perry House is planning to build treatment centers in honor of her brother across the country over time. Then our Healing and Harmony program is going to go in those centers. So to help heal the trauma of the people trying to deal with their addiction, because a
Well,
lot of addiction does just come from trauma, quite frankly.
absolutely. Yeah, it's it's hard to say exactly what would trigger something like that. There's a lot of things that could contribute to that. Um, but it's good that you're bringing the attention to it, and that's what I was blown away with when I first read about this event. That to bring this kind of it, and what a great way to bring the attention to. Nothing better than music and something a little different. In the seeing a guy like Hank Azaria do Springsteen
I
songs
know
like.
it's gonna. I'm still can't. I've done a couple of Zooms with him. In preparation. I'm still kind of in awe of, oh my, it's really him. Like this is actually
uh,
going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos of him just sitting there in a chair doing the Simpsons voices, and you don't realize how many of them actually are him
Yeah.
sometimes. And you're
I
just
know.
like, you're just like, wow. Have you actually heard him do Springsteen yet?
Just through video, just
Just
on
through
YouTube
video.
to look it up. I've been very careful not to, um, you know, ask him to do those things or ask him to do a voice from The Simpsons, and
Right.
just kind of letting that happen organically if it does over our course of our time together next week in Toronto.
Uh, so sounds like quite. I'm really happy to hear that you're doing this. This is amazing stuff. Um, you said you're still. I read that you're still not done bringing artists in. Is there more that are possibly coming?
Oh, in terms of this show, it's pretty locked in at this point.
Okay,
Just because there's only so much time you can have in a venue, and
right.
it's already really, I mean, it's going to be amazing, but it's very tight to get all those artists in, during a allotted concert time.
And in terms of how has the response been so far? Like in terms of ticket sales and stuff like that, are they strong at the moment or?
Yeah, they're really growing at the moment. And I think it's such an opportunity in this, again, the sense of, if you're a music fan, look at some of those top acts. Like I was I was at the last Billy Talent show in Toronto, side stage, 17,000 people sold out at Bud Light. The
Right.
last two Sum 41 shows, two sold the nights at Scotiabank, and on and on. So you get these, again, iconic artists that sell out arenas and stadiums, and they're going to put them in a little venue like that. Like, again, even though these people are my genuine friends at this point over the years, as a fan, I can't wait for that experience myself. So I urge people to go, get tickets and experience something like this if you're a music fan.
Yeah, and then you throw City and Color in there and you
Yeah.
throw Damn It Doyle and Kim Stockwood. Like,
And
yeah,
Serena and
yeah. Oh, I forgot Serena Ryder's on there too.
yeah.
Wow, what a truly amazing lineup. And hopefully as you carry it on throughout the years, you get more people wanting to get involved with it. And that I guess that's the main thing too.
Exactly. Have a great first year. So far, again, all the artists have been really invested in and going the extra mile with rehearsals, and it's really impressive. So, hopefully carry that over to year two and let it build.
Yeah. I can't believe this event. I wish I could get back to Ontario to do it, but hopefully maybe one day you will bring it on the road and come out to the Maritimes and do something like that.
I sure
Um,
hope so.
there's a lot of great music out here too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you're into that kind of thing. I can't thank you enough for joining me and telling me a bit about this. Like I said, there will be links in the description of the video. Um, and if anyone hasn't gotten a ticket yet, I think you should. It's going to be quite an evening. It's a great cause, bringing attention to something that really needs to be brought attention to. Um,
Oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead.
One more, point to that because you never know also what celebrities might show up from Hollywood, because there's the Friends connection.
Right.
Uh, but there will be a silent auction as well.
Oh,
So
right. Okay.
we have some great items. I mean, lots of like signed albums and like that. But we're gonna have two signed keyboards from all the artists,
Okay.
signed guitar from all the artists,
Wow.
and a special ukulele that Bob Ezrin himself played on a
Oh,
TV
wow.
show and donated for this. And
Wow.
and also as part of the prize, if you get that ukulele, you get to meet him and he'll sign it for you in person and have a conversation with you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
What a great guy to have a conversation with. One of the
I
most
know.
legendary producers in music.
Yeah,
I think Alice Cooper right off the bat, but I
yeah,
also think of David Bowie, and I've done
mhm,
interviews with a lot of Canadian artists that have worked with him.
yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of the Jitters, Blair
Actually,
Packham.
no, no, sorry.
The Jitters actually had their first demos produced by Bob Ezrin too.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I've done interviews with him, and he's talked about the people he's worked with as well. So he's worked with a lot of people. Um,
And what's fascinating about Bob, and I'm so it's one of another life moment where when I get an email from him, I pinch myself thinking, "Oh my God, I can't believe this man
exactly.
answers my emails." But I'm paraphrasing, but he once told me, and he's getting up. I think he's close to 80 years old at this point.
Yeah,
Um, he told me that he still every day gets up with like this burning need to create something, like a
wow.
visceral, almost painful need to go do the work
Yeah,
creatively to this day, and that's so inspirational to me, actually, and it's really apropos to the whole event as well, using creativity to keep your life on the wheels on the track, so to speak.
exactly. And that's something I always promote on this channel is I do interview a lot of retro artists, but I also like to really push what they're doing now. It's something I'm really like to push is that, these bands are still making music today. They're
Yeah,
still making great music.
yeah.
And if you can get past the old stuff that you're used to, you're going to hear some really good stuff. Give it a chance.
And not only making great music still, all these bands, because they're friends and I see them play regularly, they're playing better than ever live.
Yeah,
Like the last times I've seen Billy Talent and Sum 41 play, as an example, the best I've ever seen them play. It's incredible. Like they just keep hitting these new gears in terms of a live band. So yeah, please come to the show.
yeah, it's going to be awesome. I
Yeah,
can't thank you enough for joining me and telling me about this. This is awesome. All the best with the show, and I'm sure everything's going to go off without a hitch. And I'm hoping to see some press about it other
yeah,
than myself. So,
yeah.
uh, but good luck with the show. Um, my best to your event. And if you're doing it again next year, hopefully you can come back and talk to me again.
Will do. Be a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, take care, Darcy. Good
You
luck.
too. All
All right,
right. Bye.
bye.